hop right into the business. How did y'all come up with NYCE Entertainment?
This guy right here.
Did it start off with the DJing at first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us that story.
I kind of just like fell into it. Like growing up, my uncles used to have parties, and they would never allow us to come to the party. Like, yo, you're too young, you can't be here. Mm-hmm. And I always had an infatuation with the DJ set. So one of my neighbors on the block, I can't remember her name, the Wahhabs, they lived on the corner.
Okay.
Who was I think Violet.
Okay.
Violet had some DJ equipment. She was like, yo, I'm trying to get rid of it. I was like, word, how much you want for it? So I bought my first set of turntables and a Gemini mixer. Started going up to the Avenue, the Music Factory, buying records.
And how old are you?
At this time, I was 17.
17.
So I'm going up to the Avenue buying records. So I'm like, yo, all right, hooking it up. Kind of like this. Got a bootleg system, but hooking it up, liking it. Buying records. I'm like, yo, hold up. These records are too damn expensive. And that's when the new technology started coming out. They came out with the CDJs. So I went out and bought a full Denon set, 2 CD turntables, and the mixer. Started doing CD wallets. Had like 3, 4 CD wallets.
That CD wallet was different. Like you would flip through it.
Yeah.
I remember those.
So started doing that. And that's when like he wasn't really on the turntables. He was more so on the CDJs.
Yeah, I was on CDJs. When I first started, I was straight CDJs.
So yeah, I started doing that like basically 17, so I'm in high school.
I missed this era right here. I wasn't a part. I wasn't using the CDs and stuff.
No. Okay.
Yeah. I would just find his hot CDs to put them in the car. Like,
Right. So,
play this.
Started doing that. Got a few parties on the belt. Do friends, families, that kind of thing. Then I'm like, I could do something that I love to do and get paid for it. This kind of dope. You understand what I'm saying? So at that time, I had the equipment set up in the house. So, he'll start coming over to the crib and just practicing in the house, practicing in the house. Then finally I was like, yo, let's go out. Went out and did actually, I think he booked the gig. It was somebody he knew, baby shout. Yeah. So I was like, yo, you coming. Yeah. You got me this gig, you coming. Yeah. All right, yo, get on. It's your people's. Get on. Show them what you can do.
And that was the first time?
That was my first time DJing, yep. It was right around my birthday, too. I never forget. The person who I was DJing for, her daughter's birthday is like April 9th. So I was doing...
Shout out to the Aries.
Yeah, shout out to the Aries, man. Claps and snaps for the Aries.
Yes, whatever.
But, yeah, that's when I first started. So he started... he got his name from, what was it, Nietzsche?
Yeah, I like that Nietzsche clothing brand. So I'm dating myself.
Right.
Nietzsche,
right? So
I remember Nietzsche.
I remember Nietzsche.
Exactly.
I remember
What year was this? What year is this from?
I call it E-Nice.
Yeah, E-Nice was.
That's exactly.
Okay.
So it's
exactly.
like 2002.
But they pronounce
I like
it
that
E-Nice.
brand, so I was like, yo, you know what? DJ, and then drop the E. DJ Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
So
where it came from.
that's where NYCE got into it. So they started calling himself DJ NYCE. And right after that, it was, just a transition. He started DJing and I followed, and then I got my first booking. It was for a birthday party. It was for somebody that I was working with. I was working an after school program at that time. I'll hop right into it. He was doing his thing. Up and coming DJ. His name is DJ NYCE. That's still his name to this day. He was doing his thing, nice and easy, and I was watching him. When you have a younger sibling and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, it catches their eye. Whether it's in a time frame where it's quickly to you or later in age. But he was doing his thing. I was interested. I'm like, yo, this dude is DJing, moving equipments, and he had a girlfriend at the time. I'm like, he got a girlfriend. He like, what I gotta do to be like that? You know what I'm saying? I gotta step my credentials up. So long story short, I was in school, and as I was talking to you the other night, we was talking about school, and I wasn't really doing what I was supposed to be doing in school, and
I wanted to know if you was gonna say that.
Yeah, he so he kind of took me under his wing. Like, you know what? At that time, I started spending more time with him. Like, I felt like I was living with him. Like, just listen, just come be with me. I got you. I'm gonna show you the ropes. I'm gonna show you the way. You understand what I'm saying? You're not really listening to your parents. They're a little older. I get it. Come hang with me. And that's the only thing he was doing at the time. He was working and DJing. That's the only thing he was doing. Working a whole bunch of hours and DJing. So
what first of all, so it sounded like early. How much years are y'all apart?
We are
How old are you?
I'm 23.
12 years?
24.
Oh, so 9 years apart.
9 years apart. Okay.
So you as a kid coming up, you was like a teenager, right?
Yeah.
And you said you were DJing and working all the time. Obviously, you have older siblings also, so it's not like you're the oldest sibling. Yeah. But did you know you had to be a big brother to him? Because it sounded like you took on the big brother role. Like, listen, I got to set an example and show him the way kind of way. It sounds like he credits you for his mindset.
No, it materialized into that. It didn't start off like that. I felt like I had dropped the ball. That's what it was, because I was out of the house. Like, I left the house at a young age. So I wasn't there when he was growing up. So when I found out, like, yo, he was fucking up in school, I'm like, yo, that could be my fault because I'm not there for him. So let me go back and get him. That's basically what happened.
Okay.
Like, when he got in trouble in school, I popped up on him one day.
Shocked.
In a meeting, he shook
Shocked.
himself.
Oh, for
So
real?
it's like, I know I fucked up. If
Yeah,
he's here,
yeah,
this nigga don't
yeah.
take off work.
Yeah, I'm
He
like-
don't take off work. I said, I didn't take off work. I'm on the clock. So
Even worse.
If I get jammed up,
It's
you
even
really have a
worse.
problem.
It would have been a little bit better if he would have took off. And that's really how it started. I was getting in trouble in school, and he's like, "Listen, long story short, like you got to get it together. But I'm gonna show you how to get it together." And he didn't say, "Come be a DJ." He was just like, just taking me under his wing, and he was
Spend more time
DJing, and that's just something that I picked up. And once I started doing it, he'd be like, "Yo, do that again." And I'll do it again. He'd be like, "Yo, you're getting better." And this is as I'm progressing. When I first started, he constructive criticism all the way. That's dirt. Don't do that. That's bad. I used to be like, I'm never gonna be a
Like, yo,
DJ.
what? What was that?
He'd be like, don't play that again. Yo, we'll be at parties. I'm DJing the first couple parties. He'll come over me. Don't do that again. In my ear, like I'm DJing.
I can
He'll
see
come
May
whisper in
do
my
that
ear and
too.
say,
Never put him on blast in front of people.
That transition was bad.
Brutal honesty, as he said, constructive criticism.
Yeah. But that's what you need. I feel like that's some things that you need in life. You understand what I'm saying? Especially like me transitioning. I'm growing as a teenager. I'm growing as a boy into a man. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm having this transition where I'm going from a child to a man. So of course you're gonna need structure. And no matter what you do, you need structure.
Ever told on a nigga? No. Ever squeezed the trigger? Yep. Ever set a nigga up? No. Ever helped a brother out when he was down on his luck?